A business plan is a map of your future business, detailing all aspects of the business to both you and potential lenders. A comprehensive business plan should cover all the areas which I am going to describe. It can range in presentation from a few typed pages to a bound book in full color. The length and detail of the plan will depend on how much money you need and how large your potential business will be. Area number one which you have to cover. The introduction tells the reader all about the type of business in which you are investing, or an outline of the new business and its products or services. The introduction should be brief but informative. If you are describing an existing business, highlight any achievements the business has made recently. Mention the long-term and short-term goals of the business. A business should be able to project into the future and give itself guidelines and objectives to strive for. If you have studied your industry carefully, you should have formulated some goals at this stage. At the same time, stress the strengths of the business, along with any identifiable weaknesses and how these weaknesses can be overcome. Area number 2, company structure, ownership and profiles. Outlined here will be the corporate structure of the business with a list of shareholders or partners. A profile of each key person involved in the business should be included. These profiles should highlight the education and expertise of the people, their business qualifications, history, and references if available. Their duties and responsibilities within the business structure should be detailed. The lenders will be looking for a business that has sound managerial experience in the areas of sales, accounting, and operations. If this is a gap in any one of these, it will count as a strike against the business. Just remember that banks need to see sound managers in place. Competent managers are a good indication that the business will be in a good hands. Area number 3, location. A description of the business location should relate the benefits of the building, its amenities, and its accessibility to customer traffic. Include freight routes if it is a manufacturing or wholesale business. Include traffic statistics if available from your local municipality. Detail all information about parking, area zoning, even the growth rate being experienced in the area, the cost and terms of the lease, taxes, and utilities. If you can, explain the demographics of the area, including income levels. Number 4, marketing strategy. If you have a strategy that is different or unique, be sure to describe it. Make sure that your marketing plans are financially viable. Include any relevant statistics or marketing studies to support your proposal. As marketing is a key component to the success of your business, prepare this section in depth. You will have much of this information on hand after you have completed your market research and discovered how to reach your market. Now area number 5, industry description, potential and future trends. Prove that you have done your homework. Describe your industry in full, that is, how it grew in the past and where it will go. Quote some successful business in the same area. Quote from related articles and include facts and figures where you can. With economic trends changing so rapidly, you have to show that your type of business has longevity and can withstand these changes. Area number 6, product lines and revenue. List the type of products or services you will be selling. Expand on this area in detail if you are entering a relatively new field. Describe why your particular product or service is unique and revenue generating. List any potential contracts you may be working on or already have in place. Refer to any letters of intent you may have received from prospective clients and include a copy of these in the appendix. Describe any new lines or services which you intend to sell at a later date and why. Attach any newspaper articles relating to your type of business in the appendix. Note the expected gross profit margins and whether they will change if you diversify or expand. Area number 7, cost of sales and overhead. You are in business to make profits which come from the goods you are selling. The basis of your whole business plan is your profit margins. Detail your product costings. Show what products sell for and what the cost of raw materials, freight, packaging, wages and any other related cost will be. Explain how the manufacturing or distribution process will operate, remembering that apart from you having to know these important facts, the lender may never have heard of your type of business before. Assume that they know nothing, so that your research will indicate that you are thoroughly conversant with the financial aspects of your business. Now, area number 8, projections and cash flow. A projection sheet is a month-by-month calculation of your estimated revenue and expenses covering a period of at least 1 to 2 years. These projections should include all setup costs. The bottom line will show profits or losses for each month. A projection sheet should include the notes to substantiate the projections. That is, it is too easy to create figures out of thin air. The figures should be supported by logic and fact. Always project lower revenue figures, that is conservative rather than overly optimistic figures, make a better impression on lenders. These projections should be accompanied by a cash flow sheet for the same period. A cash flow sheet differs from projections. Projections show what you expect to generate in sales and pay out in expenses. A cash flow sheet, on the other hand, will show how you will receive the money from the sales and when bills must be paid. Don't attempt to prepare these figures yourself unless you have done so before. Pay an accountant or consultant to prepare them for you, along with explanatory notes. This is not an area in which beginners should tread alone. And area number 9, funding requirements. This section is devoted to the amount of money you need to borrow, how you expect to repay it, and over what period of time. You should have the information available from your projections and cash flow sheets. They will have highlighted your need for funding over a particular time and should have indicated how much the business can afford to repay each month. The loan principal and interest payments should be reflected in your cash flow and projections. How you intend to secure the loan and with what assets should be explained here. If you are looking for an investment partner, note the share of the company you intend to trade in return for the partner's money. And finally, area number 10, that is appendix. Include any documents in which appendix that will back up the information presented in your business plan and give a clear picture to the lender that you have indeed done your homework. Log on to my website www.asifjmeer.com. I also invite you to visit my blog at asifjmeer.wordpress.com. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. God bless you.